All right, it looks like we are live. YouTube has a new feature which I really like, so I just had to get used to it, forgot about it. It may be a little dark tonight. My husband's working on one of my lights, so I don't have that up tonight, but hopefully on Wednesday I will. So we are going to make some paper pumpkin alternatives, and that is from the Hello Spring February 2025 kit. Last week we created 3 paper pumpkin cards as they are shown in the box. So today I'm going to be creating some alternatives based on some card designs that I have either made or were part of a swap. But the first thing we need to do, I had a drawing and it was for my DSP charts. I had this extra pack of DSP charts. Some of them are already completed and some of them are not. So it's all ready to be shipped. You could only enter the drawing one time. So a couple of you entered more than once. So you'll get one little ticket. So I'm going to go through the names. I had 10 people join in on the fun here. So I've got Jess T, Tony H, Becky W, Carla A, Barbara G, Serena P, Rosemary H, Lily K, Penny L, and Georgianne K. So we're going to just get this little all tossed around here. I'm not going to look, and I'm just looking up at the ceiling, and I am going to pick this ticket right here, this one right here, and it's Jess T. So Jess T, I will be reaching out to you, and we'll get those rolling for you and in the mail hopefully tomorrow if I can get in touch with you. So congratulations, Jess T. For those that did not get selected, thank you so much for joining in on the fun. I will have other giveaways, and I look forward to giving something else away. Maybe I should do that every week because I've got so much stuff in my craft room. But so Jess, I am going to put this in the little bag here. And if you're watching right now, you can get in touch with me and send me your mailing address. Okay, so as I mentioned last week, we made these alternatives, and they're exactly how they are in Paper Pumpkin. Today I've got 3 other card designs over here that I may case using Paper Pumpkin kits. The first thing I'm going to do though is going to just go over my infomercial, which is my ordering special, which you can see at the top up here, barely, but let me just move my camera mount a little bit back. And hopefully you can now see that. So I have an ordering special. It runs from March 2nd to the 14th using my host code, which is one of the very last ones I'll be using. It's getting close to be no more host codes, which I'm kind of happy about, just because they're just a pain to remember to do it every single month. And I just rather do what I want to do. So use this host code, which is TJARFGYF, and you can receive 3 card kits from the Notes from the Heart when ordering $35 or more. And this is a past Paper Pumpkin kit, although I made alternatives, and we'll go through these really quickly. This is the Blackberry card. They're all designs on the inside here. And then you'll get one of each. And I added Wink of Stella to every single one of these cards, and it just sparkles on my side. The panels that are embossed are my 3 favorite embossing folders. So that is what you'll receive for ordering special. If you order more than one time, you can order more than one time and continue to get free card kits. So that is that ordering special. Come March 15th, I will have another ordering special as well. And I'm going to also have maybe a giveaway while I'm gone on stage. I'm flying on Thursday and we'll be coming back to my house on Sunday. So we're going to get started. Here are the paper pumpkin cards. Thanks for helping me grow. And these are all like herbs. All right. So we did a little bit of stamping last week, but not too much. The envelopes are kind of cool. You can see they're designed a little bit different than our normal envelope, but I do love the Mossy Meadow and Old Olive on the inside. It's super pretty. And then we've got basic beige, and there's a little bit of foil, copper foil in there. And then here's this one, and it's using a bunch of different random herbs. To a wonderful friend is the sentiment there. This is a large banner on the back side, and then the card base is super pretty, so you can do a lot with this card base. And then the last one is right here, and hello spring. And it felt like spring today. It was almost 50 degrees at our house and the snow is melting. So we are happy about that. And then we did a little bit of stamping there. So, all right, so let's get started. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. And we will see how it goes. So, first off, I pulled all of the colors that are in this kit, and they are listed on the instruction sheet on the back side, but we can go over them really quickly. I pulled Basic Beige, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lime Twist, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, Petunia Pop, and a Basic White Thick. So those are all the colors that are in there. That is very helpful to know what they are. And then with that, I pulled all of the ink colors from the papers and also included a black in case I wanted to stamp in black. So those are all going over to the side. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing, but all right, it looks like we got some people on here. So that's awesome. It looks like a lot of my teammates too. All right, so the cards that I've chosen from my wall are this one right here. We'll try to make something from this. And then here's one, another one. And then this one is one of my card club cards for this month. It's a pocket. I don't know if it's called a pocket card or what have you, but it is just a 5.5 by 4 1/4 base, which is Poppy Parade. And I've created a belly band, kind of a belly band going around it, but it's actually permanent. And then this slides right up. All right, so you could put a seed pack on there. So that was my idea on that one. So I think what I'll do is go with the easiest first, and then maybe a little bit harder. Also, what I have over here are bits and pieces of paper pumpkins, our kids collection items that are left over. And also I have a humongous little tray here. These are all kits, extra sentiment banners. I've got some die cuts that I made extra of. Here's some more paper pumpkins. So this is going to give me some helpful layering, I hope. So we'll see how it all turns out. I've got my tear and tape. That's the adhesive that was included. I'll probably pull in my liquid glue. Also have, I'm not sure the sentiments or anything that I'm stamping on, so those are set aside for right now. I've got my ruler, got a single hole punch, and I think that's about it. We do have a piercing mat as well because we have photopolymer stamps, so we'll have that. And I got my paper trimmer too, because we'll be cutting this down. So let's start with this one here. So this one here is just, it's a white card base. Here's how it's designed on the inside. And then we've got a layering panel here, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we've got some cardstock stuck underneath here, and then some designer paper. Well, this is actually the Memory Moors pack here. So mixed media florals. And we got a circle, and then we got the focal point here, and I've got some cute little embellishments, which are the birds and the dragonflies. And then we've got a sticker here for the sentiment. It's called Heartfelt Thanks. So we will work with that one first. So my white card base, I'm going to make it the same. So let me pull out my white card base and we'll cut that down. And then I'll determine what I want for a panel. I'm just going to cut this in half at 5 1/4. Normally what I would do is I usually make 4. Actually, I'll do it. So most of my cards are either portrait or horizontal, and they're always scored at 4 1/4. Very rare will I score at 5 1/2. So 4 1/4, and then I just rotate this, and I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2. Now I have 2 card bases, and I only took 2 little slides here with a scoring blade and then the cutting blade. So I've got 2 card bases, and I'll grab my bone folder. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You can pop them in the comments. Hopefully I'll remember to look over, but usually I don't. So I'll get these ready. Maybe I'll want to use the white one as well. If not, then it's ready for another project. Okay, so now we've got it basically how we want it. I'm not going to emboss the panel because I don't actually have any embossed panels, believe it or not. So I will use, like, maybe I will use either an envelope or a card base itself. So I've got options to do this. Actually, let's take apart one of these right now. That way I can see what it's going to look like. So what I do is, everybody does this differently. It's whatever works for you. But when I'm taking apart an envelope, I'll put it on my trimmer right here, just over, and I'm just going to cut it just so I have a little bit cut off, like a 1/16 of an inch, and then that opens up this side. And then I'm going to flip it and I'll do the same thing. Okay, so got that little piece, throw that in the garbage. And now what I have is something that looks like this. And I think this design is going to make a really good panel because it's going, it's not horizontal, but it's portrait, and that's what I'm looking for. So let's see how big this one will be. I'm looking for 5 1/4, so I don't think I can use, I can't use that side. Even though there's that little crease here, I could use it. You could also use the back side, which is basic beige. I would suggest not doing that. I've got my cardstock, so I won't be using that. Let's cut the flap off. Save this because we might be able to use it. And then I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. And then this is left over, so we can use it on something else. And then I'll rotate this. I look at the pattern to see which side I want. I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches. So we have about, it looks like 3/8 of an inch that's going to get cut off. So basically what I do is I look at the edges to see what I want to cut off. So if you look over here, there's a lot of images on this side, and over here, there's not as many. So what I would do is I'd rotate this over, and let's cut off the side that has a little bit more of the pattern. So we've got this nice little strip here, which we could probably use. And here's our 4 by 5 1/4 inch panel. All right, so that will go on there. The next thing we have is this piece of cardstock. It's, I believe it's Summer Splash. So let me get out Mark's ruler here and we'll see how tall this is. It is, let's see, 2 1/8 by 4 inches, right? Yeah, 4 inches. So 2 1/8 by 4 inches. So I need cardstock. Let's see, I think Mossy Meadow would be good. So I hate to use a full sheet, but Wait, Mossy Meadow's not in this. That's right, Old Olive. Oh, is Old Olive going to be too much? Well, let's see. Usually I'll just fan this out so we can see our colors. And I like to do this. I'm not sure why I took them all apart, but who knows? All right, so let me put that clip back on here, including the white, because we can use the white for paneling. I'll just put that right there. And let me just find my clip. And there we go. So that's going to hold it together. And what I'll do next is I'll take this panel here and I'm just going to slide it on every single color to see which one I like best. And then I'll bring in the white. I think I'm going to like Lemon Lime Twist or Basic Beige. Let's go with Lemon Lime Twist. So we'll take that out. And I've got to cut this at 4 inches, so I'm just going to cut it right down. Actually, let me go at 2 1/8 this way. That way I'm not using all of that cardstock. So at 2 1/8, and then I need it to be 4 inches. And that should go right on here. The next step is we got to find some designer paper for the inside here. So we're going to look like this so far. And I'm going to use, can't use that, but we can cut this one down and make it 2 inches. So I'm going to cut this doesn't matter, but I want to cut this strip off right here. And I'll save it. I think my trimmer needs a new blade. And I'm going to cut this off. And now let's get 2 inches. Even though it's got that seam coming right down the middle, it's okay. We're not going to really see too much of it. And is this 4 inches? No, it's a little bit more. So let's cut it down to 4 inches. All these like bits and pieces you can keep if you want, or you can just discard them. All right, we're going to put these two together. And it's going to have just a really tiny border. You can make it a little bit bigger if you wanted to. I like to use 1/8 of an inch borders. So I'm going to try to do that and see how it goes. Just going to add the glue there to the back side. And then I should have my silicone craft sheet on my surface, but it's on my other desk. All right, so we've got a nice little fine border there of Lemon Lime Twist. I'm going to adhere this one down to the card front here, and that's basic white thick. And it was cut 8.5 by 5.5, and I've already got it pre-scored at 4 1/4. And then it's directional, this paper that we're putting on, so we will make sure it's going the correct way. And then this one here can go on next. You can add dimensionals to it, which I think I might do that because I might want to take the linen thread that comes with the kit and maybe wrap it around a couple times and tie a bow. So let's grab the sheet of dimensionals that came with this kit. Look at all these. Never even used that, hardly any last week. So we'll add 5, 1 to each corner and 1 in the middle. And just press those down really well. Let me grab my piercing tool and take the backings off. Just don't dig into that dimensional too far, or else you'll get a little mark on the front of the panel here. All right, I'm gonna just gently put this on here. I'm not sure if this is the design I want yet, so I'm not committing to it yet. And the next layer up is going to be a circle and our focal point. So let's determine what this is going to be from the supplies that we have, which I have them all over off to my side here. I like this one because it's very similar to these tulips here. So we can go with that. And then let's check my little bin here for a circle. And I'm sure I've got some kind of circle in here. Spotlight on Nature. This one might be a little too big, but we'll put that there. And then let's see, I've got some that already stamped on them. And then the back side is always a little too rough. So I don't think that's going to work. Let me pull that one out. I've got some white here. This is going to be way too much. Here's one that's stamped. That's an oval. And here's a blank one. That's not going to work. So I think that white Spotlight on Nature is going to work just fine. Let me just see. I'm going to need a sentiment banner, so I might pull from that little bag right there. Okay, so again, we're going to use that Spotlight on Nature. Let's build this one up here. We'll add our dimensionals to the back side of this one here. And probably 3 will be fine. So 1 up high and then kind of down there. We might want to add a really small one to the stem. And that's easy to do. Just trim off or cut down your edge piece. And then we'll put it right on there. Or you can, if you have mini dimensionals, that would work as well. Let me just cut one more piece. And I'm going to add it right over here. Oh, I think I need one up here too, right? I think it's a little too heavy with dimensionals, but you never know. We'll press those down and grab my piercing tool. Karen needs to remember just to put things back into the cup. That way I will know where they are. So I really like taking card designs that I've created myself, or I've gotten in a card swap and design something else. I just think it's pretty fun to do that. Let's put this on here for right now. I'm going to try to cover up this little seam that's right here. No one will ever know that it's there. Okay, so this is going to go in the center. And I just noticed that there's a little piece here that did not get punched out. So I'll just go around, make sure all those holes are open. And let's see, a sentiment. So we'll grab the little cheat sheet here. And I think we need something that's kind of like long. Maybe not. Let's see. Thanks for helping me grow would work good. Sending love, hello spring. I love hello spring. But spring, it needs some petunia pop, so we'll save that one for something else. So let's go with thanks for helping me grow. And I'm going to grab a B block. That'll be the perfect size of the block. We'll bring in our piercing mat, and I like to put my sentiments on at a diagonal, meaning they're not straight across. They're going this way. That way my eyes do not go to the block. It will go down to the thanks for helping me grow. The ink color, let's grab my old olive. That seems to work, I think. And the sentiment, we could take one of the banners that came with it, or we could use this as a layering piece, and we can just kind of fool around with this. Let's see. I'm going to grab one of these little banners here, and we'll stamp on it and see what it looks like. It might be a little too narrow. See, it did get cut off, so might be able to use that one, but probably I might have something if I look really quick, or we can flip this over. Let's see what it looks like on this one. It does fit. I would want it to be like something else under it, maybe. Let's see. Like just a highlight. Let's grab, I've got an idea what I want to do. I don't know if it's going to turn out good or not, but I'm putting myself on the spot. Let's add some adhesive right there. And then add the sentiment. And then I'll take my paper snips and I'm either going to flag it or I'm going to just cut it diagonally. So let me just try a flag first. A lot of times I don't like flags. Oh God, that's awful. So I'm just going to trim it down. Just so we have a little bit of highlight there. And then we'll take our card here and just figure out where this is going to go. Do I want it that way, or do I want it over here? I think I'm going to, let's add it right here. No Stampin' dimensionals. It would be a little too high if you continue to add on there. So just a little bit of glue there. The seam is right here, so I'm going to try to cover that up and allow enough space over on the left side for the sentiment. I'm going to slide that right in here. And then, so I'm going to need liquid glue under the thanks for helping, and then Me Grow is going to have dimensionals. So the best thing to work with are the edge pieces for something like this. So I'm just going to cut off a piece that's got about 1 inch long. And that's going to go on the bottom. So we'll put it right here. And then let's tear this back off, the backing off. Add our glue. And then we'll flip it over and we're going to just put it right into here, this area. There. All right, now we'll press it all down. I'm going to hit this with some Wink Stella here. And I just like lightly use my Wink Stella just for some fine brush strokes. And call it good. Now, let's see what we have for embellishments in here. I've got some I got these little sparkly gems. These would look pretty cool. So I'm going to take 3 of these. And this is a lot of times, so this one has 2 different sizes on it. There's a large one and a smaller size. This is why I really like kits, is because we have a lot of items that are left over that we can use on other projects. Let's go to put one down here. I like to look for open spaces too that doesn't have any kind of design. So we've got there, and then let's grab another small one and we'll finish off that triangle. So we could put one down here or come up here. And I think I'm going to add it at the top. That way I'm kind of a little bit balanced out with the embellishment that's at the top and the sentiment that's on the front. So that is our first one. I don't think that was too difficult. Let's bring in our inspiration, which is this one right here on the left. And then here is our alternative. Let me know what you think while I figure out the next card design. You can put your comments in the box, and that way I will know if you have any questions, or maybe you would suggest to do something different. And that's okay. I'd love to take comments. And our next one will be, let's see, which one's more difficult? We're going to use this one. I did not choose to put any linen thread on there. I just thought it was good as is, but you could have done that. And the cards are lovely. Thank you, Linda. All right, so let's try to do this one, redo, and maybe we can make this one a little springy. So for the spring colors, I think we have to go with, let's see, we'll pull these 2 out. The one that we just used, this one is just too dark for spring colors. So we'll have to work with one of these. We can make it as the card base, or we can pull from our cardstock. And I really like to pull from cardstock if I can. That way I can maximize the pieces that I have from the paper pumpkin. And I am going to go with Lost Lagoon. I think those 2 colors are going to look excellent together with a little pop of the Petunia Pop. So again, I'm going to create my 2 card bases. That way I have one to use now, and then I can have one to use later, either tonight or on another project. And I do have lots of projects to design. All right. This one is the portrait mode as well. We don't necessarily have to keep it portrait, but I do like to work with something like the design. Because if I go like this and just look at that, it might be a little bit more difficult to work on something like this. But there's a lot of layering in here too. So we've got the card base, and then we've got this little banner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 if you count the linen thread. So 6 layers. I think these 2 would look excellent together. So maybe I will cut this one down. And I'm going to cut it at 4 and by 5 1/4. We can keep this as a nice little highlight. I need to burnish this a little bit more because I want it to lay a little bit flatter for me. So we've got those 2 together. This is our inspiration. think we need the chives because we want to use that chive flower. And then I don't have any Lost Lagoon in here, but I do have Pretty Peacock. That could go. I don't think, maybe it's a little bit too big, I think, but oh wait, I got these. Might better pull those in there too. I know Puppy Parade won't work, but maybe the Petal Pink will. All right, let's see what we can do with this one. We do want to stamp. Let's stamp the chives first. That way we can get some color going into this mix here. So Petunia Pop. I'm choosing Petunia Pop because it's a lot darker than the Bubble Bath. And then we have the stamp in there is this one right here. It does fit on an A block. We don't sell the A blocks anymore, but I still have them and I still use them. And when you stamp the flower, you want to stamp it. So there's a little mark right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there. It's a little notch. That is on the bottom. That goes on the bottom. Okay. So we'll show you right here. It's supposed to get, the notch is supposed to go close to the little stem there from the chives. So we'll just stamp right about there. And then this one over here. Isn't that cute? I might want to stamp on the inside of the card too. We'll see. Just to, because we do have in the stamp set the chive stems right here. Let me just get this out because I think I might want to do that. Just because I haven't actually used the stem. And it's going to be close. Let me go grab a, I need to grab a D block. All right, that fits a lot better. Okay, so we're going to bring that in. We're going to bring this in. And this is different than this one right here. This little piece, I might want to use that. We also have these bubble bath colors. These banners could be a nice highlight. And the sentiment. Happy Easter. I don't think these make a nice Easter card. Sending love. I haven't used that one, so let's use that one. And that will work really nicely on a B block. I'm going to go to my tray here real quick and grab, I think I've got a nice little die cut in here that might work, this little tag. If it doesn't work, then I'll think about maybe this tag. We're going to stamp in the dark Petunia Pop or Lost Lagoon. I didn't grab Lost Lagoon. I don't know why, but I'll just stamp in the Petunia Pop. And I'm going to stamp 2 different times. One on this one. And then one over here. Oops. smooth side facing. I got two little options. I've got this die cut right here in my stash. I know I want this glued down, so let's get this glued down. Hopefully I haven't lost you yet. There, now it's gonna work a little bit better. If we put that down, put this here. Ooh, this might look really cute. Ooh. I think that's all we need to do. I think that's just too big, this one here. What do you guys think? Should I use the larger Sending Love or the smaller Sending Love? I think my choice would be the smaller one, but that's okay if you disagree with me. Let me just wait a few seconds to see what you guys think. Please post your comment. And yes, love Pretty Peacock. Smaller. Carla says smaller. Linda says smaller. So we're going to go smaller. I do think, though, let me look at something else. What if we put that down first and then this over? I don't necessarily need to see the word chives. Oh, no. No, I can already tell. This is going to go on the back side. So what I'll do is just kind of go random little dots. This is a lot. I can't remember what die cut this is from. I think I was going to use it on a card club card and decided not to. I'm just going to do some random dots of glue around the circle here. And then we'll just put this right down. And I like to use my block so my hands don't get all sticky. And not all of it is going to be adhered down, so you can see right here, these little flower buds are loose, and that's perfectly fine. We'll need dimensionals for the back side of this one here, so let's grab our sheet of dimensionals. And we'll need 5. So again, 1 for each corner, 1 in the middle. And this is going to go right here, I think. And then this one, oops, I just dropped it. I'm contemplating whether I want to put ribbon or this cool gold trim. Let me see what this is going to look like. definitely need to cut this down. I'll cut it at an angle. And then we could take our linen thread and just tie it around the gold trimmed, just so that it's a little bit more stable. And I think I'm going to want to put this on the card. Yeah, let's put this on the card, and then I will tie the linen thread around it. And if I cover that up, now I don't know. That's top heavy. That's like lonely. Or I could go at an angle somehow. Sometimes I have to look on my laptop to see if I'm going to like it. No. So I think we'll just add dimensionals. And again, I'm just going to put this on lightly, just in case I want to take it off. Those words. Just light. So then I can take the linen thread and I can tie it around the gold trim. Let's take these little sparkles. The large ones just don't seem to fit, I don't think. So I'm going to grab all the smaller ones. So I've got 3 on there. I think that's good. Okay, the inside, because, you know, I don't like to add, I would not write on that. So what I would do is we could take one of these panels, actually this one right here, because that'll be good. We could add that on there, and that could be your message area. But I did say I wanted to add that chive in there. So I'm going to take the other side of this one, and I'm going to use the white side. So cutting this down to 4 by 5 1/4, and that matches the panel in the front. And then we'll grab the chives and our old olive. And I have not stamped this yet, so I'm just going to practice on my scratch paper here. Oh, that's really dark. I think lemon lime twist is going to be better. It's just a little bit brighter. That actually looks like Mossy Meadow. Oh, this is weird. The chives. So you have to look at the word chives, or else it's going to be crooked. I also want to see how this one stamps. Stamp it. And it's supposed to say for you. I don't know. My ink pad is pretty juicy to see the for you. It's there, but I don't know. I'm going to put some little sparkly Winka Stella here. Yeah, I don't want it on the petal pink. I think we're done. Let's close these up and we'll check it out. So here is our original paper pumpkin, and then here is my alternative. So let me know what you think on this one. I like adding the Lost Lagoon as a deeper colored card base, and then on the inside just some simple stamping. And I would probably stamp the same thing on the inside of this one here. So far, I really haven't used a lot of the pieces that are up over on the other side. So I could keep going and going and going and not even use hardly any of this. Like, I don't think I can add. This would look too, yeah. I think it's just fine as is. Let me know what you guys think. Oh yeah, I usually take a picture on my phone to see if I like something. Yes, I totally agree. I like the alternative better. Thank you. I think adding the petal pink, like little reef, really makes it a little bit softer and more feminine. For sure. Yes, because of the reef. Yep, I agree. Totally agree. All right, we are going to move on to card number 3, which is the last one for tonight. If you're just jumping on, we have made so far 2 alternatives from the February Hello Spring Paper Pumpkin. So this was my card design to go off of, and then this is my alternative. All right, and then the original alternative, I don't even know where that is. Somewhere on my desk, who knows where. But that's what I used for the first one. Now the last one is way over here. And this one's got tons of layering on it. So we've got 3 panels, and we've got some linen thread there, and we've got the bubble bath. Got a little bit of stamping there. So what do I want to use for? I feel like I want to change the card base. I've already used that one, and I've used the green. So let's bring in the cardstock once again. Oh, I found the other card. got another one around here somewhere. Who knows where it is? So let's lay these out again. And this is the one we're going to try to change up. Should I go with a Bubble Bath or Petunia Pop card base? I think I'm going to. So I got too many cards around here. That's for sure. This is the one we're trying to create differently. So let's go with Petunia Pop as our card base. I actually have one other card. I didn't even think about that. I just saw it over there that I need an alternative for. I think I'm doing two of these twice. I don't know. All right, we'll fold that card base over. I'm thinking that I want, oh, I know what I wanted to do. Where's the card? Yeah, I'm totally forgetting I need to be working with these. That was so stupid. I'm going to make this one because I want to be able to make a little pocket. So we can still do this. I'm going to use Petunia Pop. I get too many cards in my area here. Just grabbing the wrong ones. So this needs to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit it off. I need a new blade. Oh my gosh, look what just happened. Well, if you'd like a nice little edge that's a mess, there you go. Oh my gosh, I think I need to change my blade. Let me just clean this up. Oh, you can watch me change my blade on my paper trimmer. Normally I would clean this first, but that takes time. So let me just take my blade off. I always like to double check. Yeah, that is a little not sharp. So we'll grab a new one. And I'm going to use that other piece. Oh, that's so much smoother. All right, so now we have the Poppy Parade base from here. And then we need a layer to go to replace the white. So let me measure that. I think it's 4 by 4. Yep, 4 by 4 by 4 1/4. Let's go with Bubble Bath. I'm just thinking out loud right now. So I'm going to cut this at 4 1/4 and then rotate it to 4. And that's going to go here. Then do I take I think I'm going to take this because I don't really have any designer paper to work with. So I think I'm going to cut this down. So that's going to be 3 3/4 by 4, I hope. So this is going to act as our designer paper. We're going to need something very large as the focal point because we've got this huge die cut with these flowers. These flowers here, we can use our die cuts from. So that would be an option. We'd want something large. And then maybe a little smaller, something like that. The belly band that goes across, we don't have anything long enough. So what I would do is maybe just put a coordinating panel going all the way across. And I think that's 1 1/4 by, we could do 4 1/4. So let me just double check that measurement. Yep, 1 1/4. And could be white. Or I was thinking of cutting this in half, but then I would not have the gold foil. Let's go with, I don't want too many colors in this. Well, I'm just going to leave this as is for right now. So these are going to get adhered together. So you want to just get the glue to the edge here. And then that's going to go right on top of the bubble bath. And then this piece here is going to get adhered to the petunia pot, but you only want the adhesive on the very edge and only 3 sides. That way we can put the pocket piece in there. So I need steady hands to do this. So just a thin layer. So basically a U-shaped. This actually could be the little pocket thing. I think I'm going to make that the little pocket piece. Let me measure this. So 3 3/8 by 4 3/4. Oh my gosh, that blade is like wonderful. So this can go on here. This is a place where you'll write your message. And let me go grab that punch. It's called Keeping Tabs punch. And that's what I used to create the little tag at the top, the little pull tab, just to secure it. So this is going to go in like this. If it's too tight, just trim down. Let me just trim down each side 1/8 of an inch. Or I can just look at this side over here. It's just a little bit bigger. So let me just trim down that one. And this should slide in there nice. Okay. And then the tab, I don't know what color to use. Thinking out loud. Let's see what bubble bath is going to look like. So this is kind of cool. You can just fold it over and then it will get adhered right about there. And we'll put some of the other gold trim on there. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So we'll just add the glue right here, and then like a rectangle. We're leaving the space up here with no glue. And then let's just put this on. Oops. Come on. Don't rip. Oops. Come on. I'm going to need to get my adhesive remover. But let's take a single hole punch. That's in there crooked. Oh well. You'll get the idea, I guess. I have a little bit of this trim left. We could use that and use the linen thread. Linen thread would be too small anyway, so we can do the same thing we did on the other card. And we'll thread this right through the hole. And then find the center. And kind of take those tails, pull it. Okay. And then some linen thread. I want a fairly large bow. Okay, that's good. I think I'm totally overthinking this one. But let's work on our centerpiece here. So maybe mint. Ooh, that mint looks good. Nope. Feel like I need some, I know I need something behind that. Good stylish or nested essentials. We've got this oval, but we can flip it around for weight. All right, there's got to be something in here that's going to work. So, like, I need a highlight color. Lord. Let's see. I'm going to work off this. Maybe. Let me see if you guys have got any comments for me. Oh yeah, no, not yet. So struggling with this one, you guys. I don't think Old Olive is going to look good in here. We'll just put that there for now. Maybe if I threw this banner in somewhere. I think I'm getting somewhere. I just need a sentiment. I think it has to be really small. I don't like Happy Easter. I don't like that. Hello, Spring. And we need the Petunia Pop. And let's try this circle here. Oh, actually, no. I got an idea. Let's see if this works. Because this one has the gold foil around it. Put that there. Something like that is what I'm thinking. But then I was thinking this banner, what if we added that little stamp, this one, like that background stamp might look good. And maybe we could go tone on tone so it's just a subtle little breakup. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. Let's see. So I don't know if you can see that. It's just a little subtle stamping of that little background stamp that has the gold foil on some of the paper. So that might work. This is going to get popped up, so let's give that the real look. I think this has to be my last alternative because I'm going to on stage Thursday and I still have a lot to do. So one being my taxes. So if I go this route, let's go this way. And then we will pop this up onto the circle. Oops, wrong side. And then that's going to go over here. I think I've got it. Not exactly how I wanted to do it, but it's getting there. Ugh, too much glue. Oops. Now I just lost, there it is, lost the bubble bath banner. I found it. It's going to go in the middle. And then this is going to go here. Oh, I got it too high. Shoot. Oh, and I can't get it off. Well, you guys understand. Actually, if I leave it right here, move the sentiment up, I think it'll be okay. So we need 2 dimensionals on that side. And where'd those go? Oh my gosh, there they are. On my other desk. How the heck I did that, I have no clue. Wanted a lot of pink on this one, and I guess I got it. And maybe I should have stamped up here that little background, and that would have looked a little bit better. It would have blended in. So hindsight, right? All right, we're going to bling it out. Grab some more of these. So I'll grab a larger one, and let's put that right here, a small one, which will go, let's go over here in this area, doesn't have anything. And then another small one, let's see, right here. Phew, oh my goodness. So here's our inspiration. And then this is what I just came up with. I can't believe I finished this one. All right, so I still have a lot of stuff left from this kit. A lot. So what I would do is I would totally complete the rest of the cards as regular, because that's me. This is too much to think about. And then whatever I've left over goes in my little bin here to use on future card making. So then that's exactly what I would do. So let's put all of these out here. So that was my inspiration up there. And this is what I came up with. And then we have this one, which we didn't do. But this was my inspiration for this one. And then inspiration for this one is this one here. Oh my gosh, can't fit them all on here, I don't think. So inspiration, and then that's what I came up with. So hopefully I didn't bore you too much. But I would definitely, I really like this one, of course. I like greens. So definitely I probably would like this one. I just love all the detail in this print right here, with lots of the Lost Lagoon and the Old Olive in lighter shades too. What is your favorite alternative? Is it Hello Spring, Sending Love, or Thanks for Helping Me Grow? So you guys vote and let's see what we all come up with. I'll give it 1 minute while I just kind of clean up my area here. Thank you for all that applause, Linda. So give us a shout. What is your favorite card? 1, 2, or 3, or Hello Spring, Sending Love, or Thanks for Helping Me Grow? Sending Love is my favorite. That one right there. Who else? Carla, are you still on here? I see 5 people are watching. I would love 5 votes. Sending Love by like all of them. Oh, I didn't see your comment there. I'm still here. Yeah, so when I look at them, to me, I don't know. I almost think this one. But I do like this. I like this one because of the die cut here that comes with the kit. But I like this one because of the reef. This one is just too dark, and maybe that would go masculine. Who knows? All right, I'm going to sign off because I need to clean up my desk and get busy. I got my agenda to send out to my team. We have a team meeting tomorrow night, and that's at 7 o'clock Eastern time. If you're on here, we would love to join Stampin' Up. We'd love to have you at our team meeting tomorrow. It's not mandatory, so don't think about that. We just get together and go through things, and I am the guest stamper for Carol tomorrow night. My team is going to get all of the measurements, so if they want to join me, they can. We will be creating, let me see if I can find her card. I took a picture of it, yes. It is called a star quilt card. So Carol was unable to stamp for us, but she sent me the card that she wanted to do. And I have never done this before, so I'm going to learn. And this is what we're going to make tomorrow. I will use different DSP and colors, but this should be fun. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to sign off. You guys have a great evening, great week, and I will be here Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time with another project and maybe another announcement of a giveaway. We'll see, because I'll be going to on stage on really early Thursday morning. I've got to get up around 2 o'clock to catch the bus to Boston and then fly Boston to Raleigh nonstop. So that's really good. I don't have to transfer. And then we'll be there until Sunday morning and come back, and I'll be home probably by 9:30 in the morning because we got an early flight. So anyway, it is supposed to be like 65 degrees here on Sunday. So I'll be outside. All right, you guys take care and thanks for watching.